Why do we care so much about what other people think about us? Well, it is an inbuilt mechanism that we have because long ago our survival depended on whether other people will accept us and whether we are accepted by the society. So, if you ever have sleepless nights thinking about a presentation that happened long ago where you paused for a really long time because you forgot something, don't worry, that is normal. And let me tell you, nobody else remembers it until and unless you remind them that. We have actually evolved to surviving groups, and the need to belong is in our DNA. So, we are often concerned about what others think about us and where we stand in this particular society. But too much concern regarding that will make us throw ourselves as our last priority, and we'll always be worried about where we stand for others. This might impact our mental health because we are constantly trying to become what others want us to be, and we are not what we truly are. So we always engage in this people pleasing behavior. I myself have been in that situation where I was constantly trying to make sure that everyone around me were pleased, and somewhere along I forgot about myself. If I look at it in a way, I was the side character to so many stories, but there was no story where I was the lead character. I completely forgot who I was. There are several reasons on how people end up becoming like this. One could be that they were often bullied a lot. Second might be that someone that they trusted completely broke their trust and left them brokenhearted. Or they might have had a really lonely childhood where they didn't have anyone to guide them. Or there might not be a proper explanation for a really low self-esteem. Whatever may be the reason, living for others can often lead to depression. So what can we do about it, and how can we stop ourselves from being affected by other people's opinions or thoughts? So first suggestion that I would like to give you is to understand yourself better. So if you're a person who has never spent time with yourself, do it. A few suggestions would be that one is what I do. I personally write diaries and journals where I constantly write down my thoughts. And often looking at my thoughts, it gives me a better understanding of who I am. And another suggestion would be to engage in meditation and introspection. And maybe you can even start writing down your strengths and weaknesses. If you do not know who you are and what your strengths are or weaknesses are, you can often ask your family members or someone that you're really close to. Get a firm grip on your identity. Once you know what your weaknesses are, commit to working on your weaknesses. If you feel like your weakness is stopping you from becoming who you truly are, then work on it. Try to improve and try to become better. Know yourself better. Become a better version of yourself. When you get a clear idea on who you are, nobody can hurt you with jokes. You might be able to laugh with them when they make jokes. And if things cross line, you will be able to stand up for yourself. This will make people respect you, and also you'll be more likable. Next thing that you have to remember is that no matter how much you try, it is impossible for everyone to like you. No two people are the same. You already know that. So whenever you get a chance, try to establish a relationship or a friendship. But if you feel like that the other person is not interested, leave them alone. Do not constantly keep chasing a friendship or relationship where the other person is not interested, because this will affect your self-esteem and also your likability will decrease. Sometimes certain relationships don't work because you don't have anything in common, and it is not anyone's fault. You don't have to be in a relationship where you need to change yourself or do things that you don't like to be accepted. Portray yourself to be who you are. You need not keep showing yourself to be this perfect, amazing, cool person who do not have any kind of weakness or vulnerability, because everybody has their own weaknesses, which is a universal truth. And there is also this concept in social psychology known as the pratfall effect. So according to this, what happens is that when you show or when you make some kind of mistake or do something foolish unintentionally, your likability actually increases. So stop trying to be someone who's perfect, and if someone asks you any kind of question, just answer them honestly. So the last tip that I would like to give you is to genuinely compliment people. Let people know what you think about them. If you feel like someone looks really pretty, let them know. If you feel like someone's personality is really good, let them know. And I think I mentioned this in my previous video, and I would like to mention this specific point again in my video over here. That is, be the spotlight for the other person. So if a person is there with you, give that person the spotlight, because even if you feel like this would decrease your likability, it doesn't work that way, because you are indirectly making a wonderful day for them, a wonderful memory. They are being acknowledged, and this will always be there in their mind. But just like my previous video, let me tell you, if you don't have anything good to say, just don't say anything at all. When you start thinking about yourself, and when you start focusing on building yourself and trying to become a better person, what happens is that the habit of caring too much about what other people think or what other people say will automatically reduce. You will be able to accept positive criticism and will be able to ignore the ones that is purely targeted to destroy you. You should always remember that just like how you are always worried about yourself, others are also constantly worried about themselves and are not thinking about you. Unless you are their first love, then maybe they are thinking about you. So that's it for this video, and I hope you find this particular video useful. If you are not yet my subscriber, I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel. And if you loved the video, please click on the like button. You can leave any kind of message, your opinions regarding this video, if you want me to make any new video, all those things in my comment box. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.